All right, AkiyaMart fans, I've got another house to show you. This one I know quite intimately. It's still available on AkiyaMart. This is one that my wife Yumiko here. Hey, Yumiko. We almost bought. We came this close to getting it. Let me show it to you. This road right here is the most famous road in Japan. This is the Old Tokaido Highway. And up here on the left, there's a Machiya, which means townhouse. It's available for sale on AkiyaMart. It's they're asking 4.8 million yen for it, but if you ask nice, they'll probably drop it down a million if you take all the furniture with it. Here it is, one with the sign in front of it. Yumiko and I came really close to buying it. The reason we didn't was that we discovered, we had it inspected, and we discovered that the structure is leaning 5%, and structurally it's a little bit intact. It's probably leaning this way, I think, this way. And also, it needs a little bit of work to make it stronger in case of an earthquake, because you know the big one is coming here in Japan. But it's a beautiful house on the inside. You can't really get a good glimpse of anything from the outside here with all of it closed, but you can open up this door here and you can drive right in and park right there, and there's space on the inside. This is a big 10-mat room at the top. There's a 10-mat room on the top, and then there's a doma, well, earthen floor that goes into the back, all the way to the back of the house. There's a second structure in the back that was used. There's actually two second structures in the back. There's one that was used kind of like an anti-room, like, you know what, I'm not saying it right, for like, you know, if you're gonna do a tea ceremony or something like that, it'd make a good retreat. And then further back, there's a two-story workshop. And this was a tatami yasan, so they made tatami floor mats here, and they probably did their business here in the front here, and then they made the tatamis in the back. And I think that we have the visitors here. I thought maybe someone was looking at the house. The architecture is beautiful on the inside. Nice, lots of the old structural wood beams, etc. All the things that people love to see about these old houses. It's in there. You're gonna want to spend about 6 million yen to do the earthquake retrofit, including the alignment of the house to get it straight. We actually got an estimate on that, Yumiko and I did. And then if you want to demolish the house in the back, it's gonna cost you about 5 or 6 million yen to do that. So even though they're asking 4.8 million, which is like $32,000, I don't know the current exchange rate, you can get it down to about 25, and then you're going to want to tack on another 25, 30 for the earthquake stabilization, and then to demolish the house in the back. And if you demolish the house in the back, that's going to leave a nice urban garden. Or you can keep the house in the back and run it as a shop. It's got a nice opening into the back. I'll show you in just a second. The lot is really long and lean. You can see the road back there. It goes all the way back to the road. That's because back in the Edo-period, yeah, this is from that period. I mean, the house isn't that old, but the lot certainly is. Taxation was on the width of the property as it faced the road. So to avoid high taxation, these lots were made long and lean and narrow to have low street frontage, and then everything was in the back, so it's all piled on the inside. Oh, one more thing before we look at the back. Two more things. One, here's where the train goes by, but the train station isn't that close. You're gonna have to walk 10 or 15 minutes to the Okitsu station that way to get to the nearest train. And a train will pass in just a second. We can get an idea about how loud it is. It's not too loud. This is the main JR station line. One more thing about you can see the back house from here. Here comes the train. That's not too bad. You see this structure right here, dead center? That's the back house. That is a really nice place, actually. If you wanted to do this, if you're a craftsman and you wanted to do some sort of a craftware, this would be a good shop for you. And like I said, the house, they'll knock 1 million yen off. That's what they offered us. If you'll take all the goods, that includes all the tools, I believe, for a tatami shop, and they're in there. We'll go into the back now and take a look at the back. One more thing, the other thing I wanted to tell you as we walk over there, I'll show you where there's a little footpath to the back. One thing that's really neat is, like I said, it comes with all the furniture. This is not a hoarder's dump. And don't be taken off by the finish here. I was a little off put when I saw that. This is really nice wood. You can clean this up really nicely. The furniture is nice. It's not a hoarder's house. It was nicely kept. There's beautiful old tansu in there. And Yumiko, some of the furniture was pretty nice, huh? What did you think? There was some pretty nice tansu, a few items. Right? Yeah. And it wasn't like a junk house. I mean, whoever lived there took care of it. They seemed to care. This right here, this is a hair salon right here. But this right here, that's the back house of this property right here. And this is where you do your laundry right over there. And the hair salon is right here. So there's parking. Like I said, you can park a small car on the inside. Probably a K car would be good. It's for sale. This all opens up like a big, well, I don't know how it opens all up. I guess it opens up like shutters. And this is Route 1. You could actually have, there's no parking for your customers. But if you wanted to operate some sort of a craft business, you could open this up and there's a beautiful space inside. And you could have a really nice workshop. There, this is the neighbor's house, the ones that we saw coming out of the house earlier. And you see all this garden area back here? If you were to demolish all of this, that's what we were planning to do, you could have a garden like this here in the urban city. It's a nice looking garden.
Yeah, but it would cost a lot of money to have this demolished.
So if you're wondering why we didn't do this, 2 reasons. One, it turns out in the long run to get it to the place that we want it to be, we'd be probably way over our budget to do all of that. We'd take everything, we'd have nothing left. We'd have a beautiful house and an empty lot, nothing else.
Nothing else. Can't do anything.
Can't do anything. But the big reason for us, and this might be a cautionary tale for you, if you already have connections in Japan like we do, once we got on the ground and we realized how special it was to be close to our family, we decided to buy a house near her family. And that was the right decision. So as much as we love this place, it wasn't the one for us. Maybe it's the one for you. The listing link will be included down below. Like I said, it's still available on AkiyaMart. Come snatch it up. This is a really nice house in a really, really nice area. Old Tokaido Highway, living on the fronting on the most famous road in Japan. Next to Shimizu, next to Shizuoka. Not a bad place to live. Mount Fuji right over there. Thanks for joining us.